Hi, welcome to Kind Yoga with Meg. I'm Meg and I'm happy to be back in this new space to film a class with you. This is a class that is a little reflective of what has gone on in the last little while. We haven't been filming. I've been sharing my classes live, but I haven't been able to get them on YouTube, so I'm happy to be able to share this with you. A move has happened, obviously. This is our new space for now. And just a lot of goodness has been happening, but even goodness can feel like stress. So learning to accept the goodness even as it comes in abundance and learn to manage it and feel the goodness of it. So a lot of counterforce is being pulled one way or the other, and of course I designed a class, the reflective of what's been going on, being pulled but building my strength. So I want to share that with you today. And I hope that it speaks to you as well and helps you find the strength in your center, even as you're being pulled one way and the other. All right, so we'll get to it. Let's share these movements together and see if we come out on the other side. A little bit stronger, a little bit longer, a little bit better. Always better after doing some yoga, taking some time to ourselves. So find your seated position. If you need blocks, I'll help you learn how to use them. Sitting in your cross-legged position. The noise in the background is the bunny, who is obviously very excited that I have decided to film a class again. She now shares our studio space with us. So let us begin seated, feeling our sits bones connecting with the earth, allowing the stress or tension from the hip crease to ease. And if you feel tightness in your hip crease, maybe stick a little block or a roll of some sort underneath your pelvis, underneath your sits bones, and that will allow the knees to kind of splay out without that tension in the hips. And when you feel rooting through your pelvis, through your sits bones, notice where your tailbone is. Let's align the body over the tailbone and take some nice lengthening breaths up the spine. Each breath in creates space between each vertebra of your spine. So we're not thinking about lengthening and pushing the shoulders down. You become very rigid. We want to bring our attention to the breath, moving it in the body, creating a nice gentle rise up through the body. Maybe an expansion, and then as you exhale, releasing that rigidity, that stress, the tension. Noticing the sound of the breath moving through the body. And let's take a moment to bring the breath down to our belly. And as you expand between the belly button and the lower back and breathe into the waist, I want you to feel the expansion into that lower back as well. And then as you exhale, pull the belly towards the lower back, but also think about your low abdominals lifting up towards that belly button. So lifting the weight off of your pelvic floor. So you're not sitting in it, but you're really rising up. Breathing into the belly, expanding all the way around. Exhaling, creating strength as you pull that belly button in and lifting those lower abdominals. A couple more breaths just like that. And as you create that strength, I want you to still think about lengthening that spine. It's not creating strength in the belly and it pulls you down. It's lengthening with that strength in your center body. There's one counterforce as your belly pulls in and gets strong. To expel that breath, instead of pulling into that, you're lengthening up. So you're creating strength here and you're lifting the body. Taking the breath into the center of the chest, kind of above the heart or around that heart center area. And I want you to think about breathing in and expanding that space between each rib of your rib cage, front, side, and back, that space underneath those shoulder blades. Good. Notice the heaviness from the back, the shoulders, the neck starts to release with each exhale. Allow that heaviness to kind of move down the arms, past the softening of the elbows, wrists, palm, and off each finger you can wiggle the fingers to let go. And then breathing up the length of the neck, right out of the crown of the head, wiggling the jaw if there's tension to release there. Coming back to your true length. Coming back to your posture of confidence. Take 3 good breaths here. In through the nose. And release from the mouth. 2 more times. Last one. Let's take an inhale, look up towards the sky, keep lengthening through the spine, wiggle out the jaw if you want. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll towards your right shoulder, ear looks at the shoulder. Exhale, around the back, lift up and over the spine, through that left side, all the way back to center, and let's reverse it. Inhale, left side. Exhale, around the back, lift, 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 lift. Through that right side, all the way back down to center. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch the fingers to the side, clasp those fingers, push up through the palms if you're able, crunch those shoulders, and rock left to right. Be mindful that your shoulders aren't pulling forward or your arms aren't pulling forward. Try to get the arms right beside your ears, and then you can pull those shoulders up, crunch them real high, and give yourself a nice stretch side to side. Lengthening the space between the hips and the ribs. Good. Crunch the shoulders up on an inhale. Exhale, roll them back and down. If you need to, you can release the clasp in the hands. If they're still feeling like the shoulders are creeping up, open up those elbows and soften them. Good. Take another breath here. Make sure the head is lengthening from the neck all the way out of the crown of the head. Let's take an inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to the chest, right hand to the left shoulder blade, left hand to the right shoulder blade. Good. Inhale, look forward, pull the head into the back, into the arms rather. Exhale, round it forward, pull that belly in. And then inhale, roll it up. Stretch through the fingers. Exhale, palms to the earth, fingers pointing forward. Palms are nicely grounded, so you're rooting through the palms. And then on an inhale, lift your heart up to the sky if you're able to. You can release your head back or keep the chin tucked. This is where you can stay if you feel good. Pull the shoulders together. If your back isn't pinching, you want a little bit more, you can float your pelvis off and really get that back bend. When you're ready, release the pelvis back down. Take an inhale, stretch it up. Push through the palms. Exhale, start with your left hand to the right shoulder blade, right hand to the left shoulder blade. Inhale, back of the head against your forearms. Exhale, pull the belly in, round, 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 round. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, palms grounded. Inhaling, push off the palms, lift the heart, release the head or tuck the chin, shoulder blades pull together. Maybe lifting the pelvis, maybe not, and just letting go. Inhale, pelvis grounded. Push up through those palms. And exhale, release the hands down to the side. Beautiful. Roll out those shoulders. Rock the head side to side. Good. Let's get right into it. Let's extend those legs out. Give them a little wiggle. Make sure the hips don't feel too locked up. Once you're seated, I always do my classes with our view to the mirror from the side because I always want to make sure people aren't sitting comfortably in their spine, but they're lengthening up from their lower back, from their pelvis, and they aren't pushing into their belly. They're keeping the belly and lower back strong. Nice long spine. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, let's gently fold over the legs. Now, if you feel like you've hit your maximum, you can always walk your hands out. This isn't about as getting far as I do or someone else in a practice, but it's getting to where you feel you can breathe through your stretches. Release the head, neck, and jaw. Wiggle into the hips a little bit, so windshield wiper your feet in and out. And then I want you to push your right foot forward and pull your left hip back. So there's another counterforce, and you'll feel that into your lower back. Feels so delicious. To release. And then other way, pull the right hip in, left foot forward. Almost like you're mashing some grapes. Good, and then settle a little bit more, wiggle inside the hips, and we'll go right into it. Inhale, reach forward with the fingertips. If you are able to do this, you can grab your right toe, pull the knee in towards the shoulder and release the foot down, or you can just slide the foot in, whatever's comfortable. When you get here, take an inhale, stretch up, exhale, turn towards that bent knee. Your right palm doesn't want to be too far from your pelvis or hips. It wants to be close. Otherwise, you'll tend to lean into it. So pull it nice and close so you can push off of it and pull that thigh and belly together. You're going to inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen to your spine. Exhale, twist. Keep the knee pointing towards the sky. Inhale, turn to front. Stretch into those fingertips. Exhale, open up to your extended leg. Left palm is grounded here. Right elbow and knee connects. You can inhale and then exhale, push against it just a little bit. From here, inhale, push off of the pelvis, come to your side plank. You can leave your right toes on the ground. If you're able to, you can float them, stack them, one foot in front of the other. Whatever works for you. You can extend your arm up and over, give a little arc, breathing. And then when you're ready to come back, you plant your right foot. If you want to go into a rock star, you can lift your pelvis, extend the fingers back on that right hand. And then on your next inhale, come back to seated, stretch the arms up. And exhale, fold over your left leg. Be mindful that your right knee isn't collapsing open. Keep it pointing up to the sky. So get your body inside that right leg. And hold on to the left. You can hold on to your shin if you want, or use a strap around the foot. And I want you to take an inhale, pull into your spine like you're a stegosaurus and the spikes want to pull back. Or someone is pulling you away from your foot, but you're holding on. Release the head, neck, and jaw. And then we're going to take an inhale and pull the torso forward. Keep your right knee pointing to the sky. This is where it gets fun. Exhale, take your right hand, see if you can wrap it around your right knee. It looks like this. We're going to change our vantage point. Good. We're going bound. You can keep your left hand pulling forward, or you can reach your left hand around here, grabbing hold of the fingers. So once the fingers have hold, we're going to switch now. I want you to take an inhale and lengthen the spine. You can use a strap here. You can put your hands on the ground if they don't reach. And on your exhale, pull the palms down away from the head. Here's your counterforce. Inhale, lengthening, pulling the palms away. Exhale, see if you can fall a little bit further. One more time. Inhaling, pulling the palms and the crown of the head away from each other. Exhaling. Good. Let's take an inhale. You can stretch up without the toe hold, or you can bring the right toe with you. Exhale, let's go back into fold. Good. Push into the feet again. Mash those grapes. Wiggle out that lower back. So now I'll start on this side. I turned all the way around. We'll probably do the same thing. When you're ready, take an inhale, reach forward, left hand, left toe, or just come up and slide the foot in. It's up to you. Exhale, release the foot to the ground. Inhale, stretch the arms up. We're just going to move through this one. Exhale, wrap around that knee. Bring the hand close to the pelvis. Inhale, stretch up through the spine. Exhale, twisting one more time. Inhale, stretch up through the spine. Exhale, twisting. Good. Keep the belly strong. Inhale, keep lengthening. Stretch up. Exhale, turn towards the right side. Right palm grounded here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn a little bit more towards that right side. Left knee and elbow connecting. Inhale, let's lift up off the ground. Right, left toes can stay on the ground, or you can float them over for side plank. Reaching the fingers over, maybe stretching up into the belly and the waist, arcing a little bit. One more breath, keep breathing. When you're ready, take an inhale, left toes on the ground. You can come into a rock store or just wait. Good. Next inhale, pelvis to the ground, stretch up. And here we go. Exhale, folding over that right leg. So this is where you don't want to push the knee out. You want to keep it close as you fold over. You can use a strap around the leg or hold on to that calf, that shin area. Nice breaths here, and then pull back into the spine here as you're holding onto the foot. Inhaling. Letting the breath go, holding. And then let's take an inhale and pull forward through the crown of the head. Keep the knee from opening. It wants to drop. Give it a little bit of help here. On your next exhale, if you feel ready, let's go bound. If you want to, wrapping your left arm around. One side's going to feel tighter. Maybe releasing your opposite hand, wrapping it around, trying to get those fingers to reach. Once they have hold, or if you're using a strap or just kind of reaching towards each other, inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, pulling the palms down on that exhale. So now you've created your counterforce. Let's do it again. Inhale, pull the palms away, lengthen to the crown of the head, and then exhale, release down a little bit more. Inhaling, lengthening between the palms and the crown of the head. Exhale, let go. Good. Inhale, we're going to rise up to seated. You can do a toe hold with the left foot, or you can just slide it forward on your exhale. Oh, so good. Mash those grapes. Let the lower back release. Inhale, reach forward. Stretch it up. Exhale, soles of the feet together. Fold over. Release the head, neck, and jaw. Shake out the knees a bit. And roll it up. Great work. Let's swing the legs around. Come to a child's pose to start. You can wrap your arms around the back. And then move your hands forward. Take an inhale, come to a tabletop position. Keep the belly strong here, pulling into that lower back. I don't like to do cat and cows. I like to do cat, and then I like to come right back to a straight spine. You feel your abdominal wall stop you and engage. Also, sometimes when we go into cow, it can pinch the back, and I don't know what everybody's back is like, so for now, we're just going to keep the spine nice and straight. Inhale, pull the belly in, pull the spikes of your spine up towards the sky. Let your head, neck, and jaw go. Exhale, I want you to think about pulling the crown of the head forward and the tailbone back. Belly stops you from going into an arched spine. Let's do it again. Inhale, pull, 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 pull. Let the head, neck, and jaw go. Exhale, extend between the crown of the head and the tailbone. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. You should feel your abdominal wall strengthening and firing up. 1 more time. Beautiful. All right, let's stretch it back. Claw your fingers forward. Nice big breath into your back ribs. Let's clasp our fingertips. We're going to move into a dolphin pose and work from there. Inhale, pull forward. You're looking right over your clasped palms. Tuck the toes. Exhale, pull the tailbone towards that back corner of the room that you're in. From here, you can bring your feet a little closer, heel toe the feet out, adjust the feet closer or further away depending on what you need. Make sure you're not arching into your lower back. From here, we inhale. We're going to pull the crown of the head forward. Keep the line between the crown of the head and the tailbone straight, and you're softening your knees towards the ground. You're looking over your clasped fingers. Exhaling, pushing back. 4 more of these. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, pushing back. Really push off those forearms. Inhaling. Exhale. I think that's 3. We got 1 more. Good. You want to add a little challenge? Let's take an inhale, pull forward, float your right knee with you. You can do exactly what we did or add this. Exhale, extend. Let's do 1 more. Inhaling. Exhale, extend. Release the right leg down. Let's go left. Inhale, crunch it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, crunch it in. Exhale, extend. Good. Release the foot back down to the ground. Soften the knees. Oh, keep the palms right where they are, the forearms right where they are. Give yourself that nice stretch. Breathing here. And let's go straight to a downward dog. Palms on the ground. Inhale, tabletop. Tuck those toes. Exhale. And now feel the difference in your downward dog, your first downward dog of your practice. After doing those rounds of dolphin raises, it should feel a little less constrictive in your shoulders. And you've created some nice heat down the legs to release some of that tension. Pushing off the palms back, letting the shoulder blades release down the back. Belly releases in and then up towards the rib cage as it lets go. And then let's float the feet towards the hands. Inhale, nice straight back. Exhale, fold. You can flip your palms to point towards the sky. Just releasing the wrists. Shake out the head, neck, and jaw. Yeses and no's. And then roll it up. Pull the belly in. Roll up bone by bone of the spine. So you're really using your belly as your motor to crank each vertebra one by one. You can swing your arms to the side after you release your neck. And exhale, hands through heart center. Release those palms open. And welcome to your feet. All right, opening standing sequence. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, right side bend. You can mudra or you can push through the palms. Inhale, rise up, twist to face the right side, look up, back bend if you're okay with that. Exhale, folding towards the right side. Inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale, soften to your squat position. If squat positions don't work for you, come to your knees and you can work from your knees. Inhale, right fingertips reach forward, up and back. We're twisting. You can go bound here or you can keep the arm reaching back. It's up to you. You can try to wrap around both knees or divide them in half. When you're here, lengthen your spine on your inhale. Pull the palms away from the crown of the head. Exhale, we're twisting. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, palms to the earth. And then inhale, release the heels, raise the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, you can put your hands on your hips, you can soften your knees, you can keep the knees straight and reach the fingers forward, twist to front. Exhale, left side bend, looking up to the sky so you twist open. Inhale, standing, look to the left, look up, back bend. Exhale, fold, hinging at those hips, almost like you're folding over a desk. Inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale, soften those knees. Squat position or coming down to your knees. Inhale, the back fingertips reach forward, then up and back. Good, so now you're a little bit twisted. You can reach your back hand around and then you can play with the front arm, seeing how far it will go. Maybe you want to divide the knees in half today. Wherever you are, you're going to inhale. Lengthen that spine. Palms and crown of the head growing away from each other. Exhale, maybe twisting a little more. Inhale, hands to heart center. Let's come out of it. Exhale, palms to the earth. Inhale, release the heels, raise those hips. Exhale, let the body go. Inhale, rising up at your comfort level, softening the knees, hands on the hips, or reaching forward, twisting to front. Exhale, hands through heart center. And opening those palms. Release your tailbone, lift your front body. Good. Take another breath here. All right, let's go into a flow and we'll do, I think we're gonna do triangle for this one and reverse it. Let's take an inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, forward fold. Remember, you're hinging at those hips, so below the belly button is where your fold starts. Look at how straight your lower back is. All the way down, softening the knees is always fine. Inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale, soften into the knees, plant the palms, hop or walk to your plank. Slight bend in the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down, hover or drop. Inhale, pulling through. Exhale, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, comes between the palms. Inhale, stretching it up. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to go straight into it. Inhaling, scooping forward, stretch the front knee, revolve. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, reach forward. Here we go. Inhale, reach a little bit further forward. Exhale, now you just release your hand down. Look up to your top fingertips or look down to the ground if you need a little bit more balance. Keep the pelvis behind the crown of the head. So one line here. Let's inhale, open it up. Feel the outside of your back foot. Exhale, palms to either side of that foot. If you need to, get your blocks so you bring the earth a little closer. We're going to revolve this. Keep the outside edge of your back foot on the ground. Inhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Be careful that this doesn't happen. Pull your right hip back. Here's your next counterforce. As you reach your right fingertips forward, pull them away from each other like you're pulling a rubber band between the two of them. On your next exhale, open up. Breathing. Good work. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, palms to the earth. Other side. Inhale, bend into your front knee, lengthen your spine. Exhale, right foot back and chaturanga down. Inhale, pulling through. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, between those palms. Balance check. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, scoop forward, stretch up, straightening that front knee, revolve it. Inhale up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reach a little further forward. Exhale, now you should just be able to drop your hand to where you're comfortable. Keep the pelvis, keep the hips in line with the spine and the crown of the head. Look up to your fingertips or look down to the ground for more stability. Take an inhale, twist it open. Exhale, palms to either side of that front foot. Blocks if you need them. Take an inhale, next counterforce, left fingertips reach forward. Left hip pulls back. Feel the outside edge of your back foot so you don't put strain on your knee. You can adjust your foot if you need to just a little bit. Get comfortable in this. Comfortable. Get breathable in this. On your next exhale, just twist it open. So you've given that counterforce between your left fingertips and hip, and then all you need to do is just twist open. We're still breathing. Inhale, twist open a little more. Exhale, palms to the earth. Almost there. Inhale, bend into your front knee. You're on your back toes. Exhale, front foot back to plank and chaturanga down. Inhale, pulling through. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, you can hop or walk those feet to meet your hands. Exhale, fold. Take another breath. Inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, roll it up bone by bone of the spine. Gather all that energy. Exhale, bring it to heart center. Open up those palms. Releasing that tailbone, lifting that front body. Good. Feel the stillness in the body, the energy, the heat moving through. All right, let's move into another counterforce, a little less movement though. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, moving down, hands through heart center and coming into your chair pose. Keep the tailbone pointing to the back and the crown of the head pointing up towards the top corner of the room. You can extend your arms up towards the sky, open or clasped. And from here, take an inhale. You're going to bring your hands down and lift your left leg for tree. So your tree can be a little bit more rooted or more trunk centered. Good. Feel the rooting through your standing foot. Opening if you want to. Expanding if you want to. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's come back to chair. Release the tailbone down. Grow from the crown of the head. Extend the fingertips up towards the sky if you want. Breathing. Good. Built that heat. Let's inhale, rise up, hands to heart center. So you're lifting the leg, dropping the hands. Good. Make sure you're not tilting one side. Try and square everything off. Hips are square, shoulders are square, your trunk is strong. You're breathing, you're adaptable, you can sway, but you're rooted. Growing, expanding if you want. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, closing it through heart center. Opening the palms. All right, that got us ready for our next flow. This one I like. It's a lot of deep stretching involved. Let's take an inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale, soften into the knees to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down. Hover or drop. Inhale, pulling through. Your knees can always be on the ground. Exhale, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, bring it between the palms. Check your balance. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, scoop forward and up. Exhaling back. Inhale up. Exhale, reach forward. Nice deep bend in this knee. Inhale, reach a little further forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Use your right elbow either on top of this knee if you need to, or to push it open, and then open up the left side of your body. Inhale, twist those, open up those arms rather. Exhale, sit a little deeper. So we're getting deep into this one. You can get a block if you need it. Keep pushing your right knee open. Inhale, open up your left arm, wrap it around. Exhale, maybe releasing your bottom arm, going bound. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. Big push here. Exhale, look down towards the end of your mat, sit deep. Last big push. Inhale, hands in prayer above the head. Exhale, palms to the ground. You're on your toes. Feel the heat in that right hip. It's gorgeous. Inhale, float the right leg back. Exhale, chaturanga down. Good job. Inhale, push through. Exhale, pushing back. Downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pull that foot between the palms. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, warrior two. Nice deep bend in that knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, reach forward, up. Exhale, reaching forward. Here we go, one more. Inhale, reach a little more. Bend deeper into that front knee. Exhale, hands in prayer above your heart. Use your left elbow to push the left knee open or rest on the left knee. Inhale, open it up. Stay as you exhale. Inhale, open up your right arm. Go for bound. Exhaling, maybe bringing your left arm to reach. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look to the back of your mat. You're sitting really deep. You're pulling the palms away from the crown of the head. Last big push. You can do it. Inhale, hands in prayer above the head. Exhale, palms to the earth. You're on your back toes. Beautifully done. Inhale, left leg pulls back. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always drop your knees. Inhale, pull it through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to meet your hands. Exhale. Inhale, roll it up bone by bone of the spine. Really take your time. Pull the belly through the lower back. Swing the arms around. Up towards the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Letting it go. Release the tailbone, lift the front body. Feel that heat in your hips. That's a lot of circulation in there and movement, moving along, tension, emotional tension that's been locked in from your belly. So enjoy that movement that you've created to push along anything that doesn't serve you anymore. All right, let's move it down to the ground. You did it. Inhale, rise up to tippy toes. Exhale, release the heels, hands through heart center. Extend those legs. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to swing it back. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. You can bring your hands through heart center as you roll down bone by bone of the spine. Open up the palms to the sky. Nice big breath here. Good. Let's give one little workout to the legs. Bend the knees, plant the feet. Find your lower back. Inhale, roll it up, bridge. Exhale, roll it down, bone by bone of the spine. One more time. Inhale, roll it up, bridge from your tailbone all the way through to your maximum. Exhale, and then this time, inhale, roll it up, bridge. Let's extend our right leg up. Exhale, rolling down. Two of these. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. Release the foot. Here we go. Left side. Inhale, rolling up. Bring the left leg with you. Flex that foot. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Last one. Release the foot down to the ground. Bring the knees in on an inhale. Little circles to the right around your tailbone. And then little circles to the left. When you're ready, bring the knees in. Inhale. Exhale, left hand holds, and you can come to a gentle spinal twist. If this is a bit intense, put a pillow underneath your knees and just allow yourself to look over your right extended arm. Big deep breaths. Let's inhale, roll across the lower back, squeeze the knees in. Exhale, right arm pulls the knees to the right side. Look over your extended left arm. You can always have a pillow underneath your knees. Big deep breaths here. No resistance, just letting go. When you're ready, take an inhale, roll across the lower back. Squeeze those knees in, hold them as you exhale. And then inhale, maybe lift the tailbone, bring the forehead to the knees if you want. Hold that breath, squeeze. 2, 3. Exhale, free the legs, the arms, the head. Welcome to Shavasana. Jostle yourself to settle into the earth. When you feel ready, you can wiggle into your fingers and your toes. You can take longer if you'd like. Rock your head side to side. Slide the feet in, bending gently at the knees, and allow the knees to gently fall to whichever side they choose to. Naturally roll yourself to that side, pushing off your palms, and returning back to where we started. Hair's a little bit more wild. But disposition feels definitely lighter as the body feels stronger. There's our last counterforce. You worked hard, you built strength, you found some willpower and determination. Feel good about what you've just given yourself, and let's take the time to gather all that energy you've created around yourself. Bring it to heart center as you exhale. Tuck it in, so later on when you need some of that strength, some willpower, some patience, some self-love, dig in, pull it out with that big breath in. Thank you for making it back to Kind Yoga with Meg in our new space to film and share our practice together. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, whatever it may be.